Welcome into the Double Down and welcome to the NFL season. It is finally upon us. I know I'm excited. My brother here, Dustin Dupree,
Yes,
and co-host is excited as well.
Quite excited.
Oh, we only have basically less than 30 minutes before kickoff.
Yes, apologies. We had some technical difficulties.
Very many.
Have been fixed since, and now we're ready to roll. If you have any start-sit questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the chat. And also remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, smash that like, baby. Let's go.
We got a visitor here.
A couple of them.
A four-legged one, but that's okay. They're ready for the day.
I'm not repping Diggs today. This is just the most comfy shirt I had this morning. It's been a weird morning for me in general. But let's get into this week because this week has been already quite excellent. It's been
great. We just to recap, we both did have Eagles to win and Cowboys to cover on Thursday. We both, I think, had Chargers to cover. I don't know if you did. I know I did. I also had. If you were to put a gun to my head, I probably would have taken the Chargers. I liked their build of their team. I mean, what you saw out there was what the potential is for that team. I like. You could call Cap, and maybe I called Chiefs before, but by the time game time rolled around, I was on Chargers.
Chiefs, but that was more because we felt like they were going to get the cheese. We didn't know Xavier Worthy was going to get hurt.
I think I did say that maybe Chiefs win, but I'd like to cover in the Chargers, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won. And I actually ended up moving all the way to that end. We didn't do an episode before that game, unfortunately, but we can look now to this Sunday matchups that we got here in about 20 minutes and so on with the 1 o'clock games and then the big Sunday night game between Baltimore and Buffalo. Mm-hmm. That'll be a great game.
Definitely.
But do you want to start with picks? Do you want to start?
We should start. Yeah. Let's start with the morning slate. I don't know if you know what those games are off the top of your head.
Yeah, I got them right here in front of me.
Let's do it.
First, we'll start with Tampa Bay and Atlanta.
Yep.
Some lines are a 2.5 point spread. I've seen 1.5 at times or 3.
Tampa Bay with the
minus.
Yeah. Minus. Yeah.
So I'm leaning Atlanta at home to cover that. I'm thinking 31-30, something real close, high scoring. I'm more comfortable with the over in that game than
very
anything.
Comfortable with the over in that one.
And then
it depends though. The over under actual line is interesting. If you're teasing it, it's such an easy over. It's like give it to me all day.
Yeah, I promise you. I mean, we could revisit this if this happens or not, whatever. But I could really feel a 30-28 type of game.
Definitely.
Where Tampa Bay has the ball last and they make a game-winning field goal to win 31-30.
Yeah, or 27. Yeah,
28-27, something very close, 1 to 2 points, like the spread says. I believe that spread.
Yeah, even
I'm just taking the 2 points with the home team.
I will say it's interesting. About a week ago, before lines have obviously moved. Tampa Bay was -2, so it's gone a little bit more into their favor, but not by much. I do think that there's a couple interesting anytime touchdowns for that one, but.
Yeah, Bijan, Mike Evans,
of course.
Bucky.
I like
Egbuka.
Yeah, I was gonna say my 3 favorite in that game are Bijan, Bucky, and Egbuka, but that's just me.
2 sleepers. I don't know if K. Dotton's healthy, but he's one of them.
Darnell Mooney was actually scratched this morning.
Kyle Pitts, hammer Kyle Pitts, baby. The Kyle Pitts ascension starts now. You know it.
Oh, dude, that'd be great. Yeah, I think Tampa Bay edges this one out, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons do.
Same here. It's a divisional matchup. I expect a close game, and the over is where I lean more than anything.
It almost kind of reminds me of Chiefs Chargers, but I feel like these teams have a little bit even more electricity, at least on the offensive side.
Defensively, the Chiefs and Chargers are better, but these teams offensively, their defense is just not as good as their offenses. So
no, yeah. But I was going to say, too, with that Chiefs-Chargers game, I have the Chargers winning 12 games this year, if not more. 12-13. If 11-13 is the range that I have for them winning. Yeah. And that was before the game that they played against the Chiefs. So I'm not at all surprised that they ended up winning in that game. And I feel like the same could be said for the Falcons in this one.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. And just for the sake of time, we're going to move on quickly here to the next game.
Browns-Bengals, right?
Browns-Bengals, correct.
Yeah.
The spread is around 5. I've seen it at 4, 5, 4.5, 5.5.
It was 5.5 last week, so now it's about probably 4, 4.5, maybe 5, depending on where you're looking at it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns cover here at all. But at the same time, Joe basically of course it's preseason, take it with a grain of salt, but Joe throughout the preseason led 4 touchdown drives out of his 5 drives that he made. So take for that what you will. I believe that the Browns just don't have enough offensively. Even though the Bengals defense has questions, I think some of those will be answered today in a positive remark.
Definitely.
I also feel like the Bengals probably win somewhere around 28-31 in that range because they'll score quite a bit regardless of the Browns defense.
I'm surprised you have the Browns scoring that much.
No. I'm saying that's the Bengals range.
Oh, okay.
That'll be the Bengals range, 28-31 points. The Browns will probably be closer. Browns will probably be closer to 20-24.
Okay.
So I think Bengals can cover. I also think Browns have a chance to, but overall, I'm taking Bengals to win for sure. The over is not a bad look, but if you tease the under, I'm also not mad at that. That's not a terrible look as well.
Fair. Yeah. I don't mind the spread even for the Bengals. I think that they can win by a touchdown.
Yeah, I agree.
If not more. I will say the biggest sleeper to me in this one for any time. We both have T because we've put a little degenerate anytime parlay, if you will, together with some of our buddies. But my favorite in this one, outside of T. Higgins and of course Jamar Chase, is anytime a possibility for an anytime touchdown. But I think Dillon Sampson, and there's a couple guys on the Browns in general.
Yeah, and Njoku's not a bad look.
I almost like Judy or Tillman better.
I mean, Njoku had the best rapport with Flacco.
I don't know what the prices are, but did he? I feel like Judy was really good with him.
And Njoku literally there's videos of this dude cheesing, smiling, saying, Joe Flacco. Like, he loves Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco loves Njoku. It's just a thing. I'm not even hating on Judy. I have him starting at there now. Well, I have Judy starting at flex in one of my leagues, so I think Judy will have a great game. But
yeah.
I think Njoku is a high. I have Tillman in Dynasty too, just so you get a more wide retrospect of how I feel about all this offense. I don't hate them. I just don't think they can contend with the Bengals, regardless of the Bengals defense.
Straight up.
But I also think Njoku's a nice look, whether you're doing yards, touchdown prop, whatever the case is. Him and Judy would be my top priorities, and if you're betting on the Browns like that. I think as far T. Higgins is my favorite touchdown prop, T or Jamar, but
yeah.
Chase Brown also could get in. I don't hate that.
Yeah, I like Chase Brown a lot in this one.
And sneaky one, if you're just out there throwing deep darts, Mike Gesicki. So we'll see what happens in that game. But again, I got the Bengals to win.
Like I said, Dillon Sampson.
Yeah, we'll move on here to the next game. Dolphins and Colts. Interesting spread.
This one I've been staying so far away.
Yeah, it's a 1.5. It's a 1.5 minus 1.5 to the Colts. They're at home. I actually agree with that. I think the Dolphins are like.
I think it'll be close. And the Dolphins over is so weird to me because I feel like it could be really high scoring or really low scoring. And I don't know.
Yeah, and the thing is about this game is you could say the Dolphins are a game away from just absolute implosion of what's going on there. I think they're a quarter away, a play away from absolute implosion. No, they have so much uncertainty around them. The Colts at least have their home. They have Shane Steichen. They've already said the starter, so there's no question about what's going on there. Jonathan Taylor is going to be the engine. That's that's respectable, and you rather rely on that than A-Chain with this calf injury, and who knows what Tyreek's going to give you this year. So I think the Colts cover this minus 1.5. I'm not sure about the over/under. It's a weird spot in this game, so I'm going to stay away from that.
That's great.
From that, so we'll see what happens.
Sorry, Chad. I'll be right back. Great. Well, let's not probably stay on that one too long. If we have to, I think my favorite anytime touchdown for the Colts Dolphins is probably Jonathan Taylor. I like Tyler Warren too from the Dolphins side. I think I have one with Ollie Gordon, not going to lie. I like the dude, and I think if he gets some opportunity in the red zone, he's a guy that can score. Waddle might be a good pick for that. I think without Jonnu Smith there, they're going to open the offense up a little bit more. I don't think Waller is playing this week either. So definitely be interesting to see who scores for the Dolphins, but Waddle and Ollie Gordon are two of my deeper kind of looks for that one if you're going to look at the Dolphins and Colts at all. And again, if anything, I like Jonathan Taylor and Tyler Warren much better.
Yeah, I agree. Those are probably my two favorites for a touchdown here. I would also not mind maybe I'll look at Josh Downs receptions or yards.
For sure.
We'll see what happens with that game. Just to kind of real quickly mention, since there is a good amount of games left and we only have about 13 minutes or so, give or take, maybe 15, we're going to just kind of speed run through these last few games here and give you our best takes.
Definitely the middle ones for sure, because these ones are not all as entertaining. These next two, at least.
Yeah, we'll worst case, honestly, we'll definitely get through these 10 a.m. games, and then 1 o'clock, we'll get through as much as we can, and the Sunday night game, we'll give you a quick spiel on what we think.
Yeah, and then so for next up is Patriots versus Raiders. I think New England was -3 the last time that I looked. Or
it says 3.5 on Sleeper.
Okay, so 3.5.
But on Bovada, let's see, the number is now 3, 2.5 actually, which I love.
Yeah, I think they went down.
I love the Raiders. I
do like the.
Yeah, I think they win outright.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it was -3 or you could get them +3, I love taking that because I think they keep it a close game at least. But with the new offense, Genty versus Travion, and those are my two favorite anytimes in this game. It'll be interesting to see how this game turns out and who actually comes out on top and who. I don't know. The over of this game might even be interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, there's a lot of sharp money on the Raiders. Patriots money line is widely public and it's dropped, so I'm big on the Raiders money line. Raiders plus points. I think I just don't. Again, I said it before in this on this podcast that I'm not a fan of the Patriots making a gigantic step like people think.
Yeah, and then the next game is Saints Cardinals. I don't think that game is necessarily too much noteworthy.
The spread is weird at 7. That's kind of a lot of points.
Oh, it went down to 7. It was -5.5 a week ago. So, in my opinion,
it's now 6 on Bovada. So. I think the Cardinals are a touchdown better, but I do think there's a little bit of room for weirdness with them because they always give you a couple weird games.
I think that line tells you that the Cardinals are probably for sure going to win.
Yeah, I do think the Cardinals wins. Covering 6, they should, but just in case, you never know. They might be up 10 and then allow some dumb
Tyler was listed with an illness today too, or maybe it was yesterday, but he's like coming in sick.
Well, hopefully he comes in and has some sort of Jordan flu game, even though it probably won't be needed. They could literally rely on the running. That's actually huge if you have James Conner and Trey Benson. They could be huge in this game if Kyler's ill still. So look into that. Keep your eyes on it if you have any of those guys. I think Cardinals win. Covering, we'll see.
Steelers.
I'd probably lean that way, but yeah, Jets Steelers.
I love this game because to me it's Jets all the way, and maybe I'll eat that. But to me, I love Justin Fields this season. I think he was done absolutely dirty by the Steelers, and I understand it from a business and team perspective. But you don't do that, and then. You just don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with that game. I would probably lean the tees and under But you could also tease it over depending on how many points, and you probably will hit. But
What's the line right now? It's
-3 on or 3.5
Yeah.
on sleeper, and then it's -3 on Bovada. So I'm staying pretty far away from that game personally. I don't really care for either side in terms of it's just a weird matchup to me. So
I kind of like the Jets over 17.5 personally too, but that's just me.
yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah,
Weird game in my opinion.
yeah, that's fair.
Next game
it
we're
could
gonna
be defensive as hell. Too.
Yeah, next game we're gonna hit real quick is Panthers and Jags.
Okay, I like that.
That's gonna be, in my opinion, a interesting game. I think Carolina actually does make a step forward this season. I think the Jags have a chance to, but I also think that this is kind of a trap game to take the Jags. I really do. I think the Panthers are the right side, whether you're taking the money line or plus points. The over, if you tease that, I would love to tease the Panthers and the over in this game. I think that hits. So, take that for what you will. But Chuba Hubbard, Bryce Young, they have a couple of receivers now that are young and that are good. It'll be a good matchup for them. And I actually do think Carolina covers and probably wins this game.
Definitely. I like that too. Travis Hunter got a haircut, it looked like.
He's also, by the way, he's also going to be playing primarily wide
as a wide
receiver and situational corner.
Which is good for those of you that have him in fantasy. And heck, I like it as someone that has him in an IDP league where I have him listed as a corner technically for my team, but he's going to be playing wide receiver most of the time, which is great.
Yeah. Also, side note, just to let you guys know, you probably already seen it, but just in case, Neighbors is in today. Jefferson good to go for tomorrow. CMC is also in. I'm trying to think if there's any other big name
start sits or guys that are listed as healthy or questionable. Was there anything on what's his face in Miami?
Who? A-Chain?
Yeah, A-Chain.
I think he's good. I'm pretty sure he's good to go. Jameson Williams also, by the way, agreed on a 3-year, $83 million contract extension yesterday.
Oh boy, got a bag.
So if you have him, that's exciting. You probably think he's going to be even more involved.
Break out JMO. Here we come.
Yeah, it'll be good to see. So
heck, he's probably solid for an anytime today too. Keeping it going though, real quick. Commanders and Giants. Did we talk about that? Commanders, that is.
Don't think we did.
But I like Commanders are probably going to win.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants sneak cover just because it's a divisional, and they did. Sure. I think maybe even beat them once last year. If not,
I could even see the over potentially, and definitely very close to where the over under is.
Yeah, 6 points is you would think Commanders are 6 points better, but we'll see what the Giants have to offer this year. It's a little bit different team, so that would be an interesting matchup. I got Commanders to win on the money line in terms of just straight up. No Chris Rodriguez Jr. today, so that'll be good for Bill Krosky owners as well.
Last time I saw this morning on my app, he was like plus 275 to score in any time.
It probably changed after Chris Rodriguez.
It's for sure probably changed, but I wish I smashed it because that would have been great.
Yeah, and real quickly to move on to the afternoon games, Broncos Titans. I'm not sure about Broncos covering that 8.5 or 7, whatever it is. It's a lot of points. Kind of like the Dallas game.
It is a rookie, though, so we'll see. Cam Ward is a very talented rookie, so he can definitely – he's one of those guys that could definitely make it interesting in his first game.
It'll be an interesting game to see what happens. I do trust Broncos to win, but in covering, we'll see. It could be a backdoor cover by the Titans. You never know. Moving on to the San Francisco at Seattle game, another divisional matchup. -2.5 on sleeper to San Francisco. That is widely public. It's an interesting line. McCaffrey's supposed to play, so that should boost their offense. It'll be interesting to see Sam Darnold without Kevin O'Connell and that offense. He has weapons and things that he can, at his disposal in Seattle. So we'll see if that can carry over from last year in Minnesota. I'm not sure. This is one of those I don't really know. This is again like maybe one of the tougher matchups to me. Maybe take Seattle with the points just because it's divisional. Buy a few, tease it, whatever. But Niners maybe win this, especially if CMC is good to go.
Sure.
If you put a gun to my head, I'd probably say Niners money line, but Seattle spread.
It's such a tough call.
Yeah, it's almost as tough as the next game, Lions and Packers.
Yeah,
that game to me.
You've thought it's been so weird with the line.
Everyone that I've seen is actually on the Packers, saying because the fact that like all the bettors and the cappers that I've kind of taken a glance at what their take is on this game, and the trap, in my opinion, is to take that money line with the Giants or with the Lions because of the fact that it's kind of just screaming at you.
Yeah,
everyone knows they're probably a better team. And it's kind of weird that the line is this way. It's on Sleeper, it's 2.5 now to Green Bay. That kind of tells me a lot. I like the over teased. I wouldn't mind the Lions teased. I think it's a close game, but Packers might actually win that. And again, I like the Lions better, but I'm just reading the lines here.
Yeah, no. Based on what the lines are saying, technically,
I've thought this out since 4 weeks ago.
All of it's going towards Green Bay in a lot of senses, and I'm not gonna lie. My absolute favorite anytime touchdown is Josh Jacobs for sure. And if you're feeling ballsy enough and like this is a probability, because it definitely is, if the Packers are going to win, he's probably one of the most likely people for 2 touchdowns this week. So if you want to do it, you got some cojones. The over-under is 49.5 last time I saw. I don't know if it's gone up or down since, but that tells me there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game. And sure, Matthew Golden might be one guy that's potentially going to get his and, get his first rookie touchdown and all that. But I feel like if they're scoring multiple, Jacobs is a high candidate to run that thing in twice.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Jacobs gets in for sure.
I like Gibbs and JMO on the other side. Like I said a little bit ago, thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, JMO's a guy with Jair gone.
Do you have the fantasy thing pulled up right now?
I do not.
Because when you remove league powers for me, and now I can't help people out. And when they text me,
I can do stuff.
Sorry, yeah, my bad, chat and everyone live. One of our league mates is letting us know that he can't pick up a kicker because Bass is on IR and Najee Harris is on his IR. And he forgot to move him, so we're gonna have to help him out here in a sec.
What?
He dropped Bass, so now he needs to add someone. Maybe that. Oh man, yeah. You know what he was probably trying to do is just add someone when he should just drop someone, and now he could add someone. Unless you might need to help him fix his IR.
Chat, as a fantasy commissioner, this is just bad on you. You have like 20 roster spots, 24, I think, in our league. What are you doing?
Bass just got put on IR. And the fact Najee was helped, like, I mean, he it's not his fault. It's just a weird situation. No, it's just a weird situation. Like I said, if you just gave me league powers again, I would have been able to fix this without you even having.
We can still fix it. So let's not trip. Let's finish these last couple of games because it's not that big a deal either way.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, just help him out real quick so that he has someone, because he's trying to get Cam Little. And he's not going to have him.
Of course he's trying to get Cam.
He's not going to have him for the morning game.
No, he's not.
That's why he's going to now.
Yep. Now we got to stop the whole stream to add a fucking kicker to somebody's team.
No reason to get upset about it.
No. This is dumb.
It's not dumb.
Chat. Come on now. Yeah, come on now. I'm sorry, Jay. I know it's fine, but we're in the middle of a stream. This is not what we should be doing.
Hey, it's before. I'm trying to help people before 10
I
o'clock.
get that, and we are good people, so we try to help. I'm a good guy.
Sometimes you gotta. Plus, we
What
already got
am
through the morning
What am I
games.
doing? What am I doing for him?
You're just adding Cam Little or moving Najee if it won't let you, and then dropping
Moving him from where to his regular. This is why I'm confused. What am I doing for him?
You're probably fixing either adding Cam Little, and if it doesn't let you do that, then move Najee to the regular roster since he's healthy.
I can't.
It won't let you move Najee?
No.
So, and it won't let you add someone.
I'm going to try right now. Just give me a second. Exactly why. No ads allowed until ineligible player on IL/IR is moved. I can't.
So it's I mean that is, and
it's literally out of my power because he left the dude that already technically played in IR. That's literally nothing I can do about that. That's why I was trying to sit like. I'm sorry, Jay. That's not my fault. We'll do it live.
Let's do it live.
Well, the games have officially kicked off, so good luck to everyone. Real quick. Rams, Texans, I got Texans probably all day. I know the Rams had like a -2.5, maybe -3, even now, -3.5 line. But I don't think the Rams are going to win this game.
I think Texans, it's a close game, maybe tease the under.
Yeah, I think Texans have a better defense. Their offense has gotten a little bit better with actual healthy receivers and young talent. It'll be interesting to see who they use at running back, and maybe that's where the Rams have a little bit of an edge to them because Kyron can definitely help them game manage. But I still think that the Texans cover or at least win this, or probably win this game. I think the over and under was like 44.5 or 45.5, somewhere around there. Don't necessarily want to mess with that, but going into the Sunday night, Buffalo versus Baltimore, Derrick Henry is our last favorite for any time, which he's got one of the best numbers for it anyway. I think originally Buffalo was -1.5, and now Baltimore is -1.5, if I'm not mistaken, which tells you everything you need to know if you're the two of us. We've been on Baltimore the whole time, and I think now that's just even more so. The lines just move towards them, and I think
I think Baltimore wins that game. I also think that the over is an interesting look if you tease it, but also either way, if you're doing over under, probably tease it or buy some points. Either way, it'll be a good game. Probably one of the better ones to watch. We'll see how that goes. But aside from that, enjoy your Sundays. Hopefully you win your fantasy matchups. Hopefully you win your bets if you placed any. And we'll see you soon.
Yes, we shall. There's much more to come. Make sure to smash that like, subscribe, double down. Real quick before we go, our D-Gen lay of the day for any times. We've got Derrick Henry. We've got Josh Jacobs, T. Higgins. We have Tony Pollard. And our fifth one was Gary's. What was Gary's? I can't remember now. It was not a receiver, was it? It was no. He said Henry, didn't he? I think that was all.
Yeah, he said Henry Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba is the one I forgot. Chuba, Henry, Jacobs, Pollard, and T. Higgins was our D-Gen lay of the day for any times. Good luck this week. Much love. Happy Christmas Eve to our Christmas Day to all of you, if you will. We'll see you in the next one, though.
Yes.
Much love and peace.
Peace.
Let's get some football going.